Welcome, students, to another fabulous episode of Manhood Academy Debates. We're debating John the Other. I want to call him an MRA figurehead because he is editor of the website A Voice for Men, or I want to say that you represent or are indicative of MRA views. By the way, we'll have people trickling in and out. These are going to be students who are not in the United States. They're going to be international students. We're an international academy, so students will come in and out. If you just came into the mic or into the debate, mute your mic. Go ahead and mute your mic. Grab it. So we have John the Other here. John, would that be correct to characterize you as an MRA figurehead, or at least a guy who is leading the MRA charge?
Figurehead implies a person in a seeming leadership position with no actual influence. That's what a figurehead is.
Oh, okay.
So
correct me. Let's make it more accurate. You're a leader, an MRA leader. How about that?
Yeah, although it's a bit of a misleading term since I don't tell people what to do. I simply express my point of view, and then some people agree with me, and lots of people don't. So
right, but you're A Voice for Men is one of the most vocal outlets for MRA ideology and MRA views. They kind of they're kind of like the gateway. If you're not, just like we're going to cover in this debate right now, if you're not on board with the A Voice for Men views, there's a lot of censorship involved.
No, I don't believe that's true.
Well, we're direct recipients of that censorship, so we know that's complete bullshit.
Well, I don't know that we talked about whether this was about censorship. You posited 4 topics.
Right. And I want to debate all of those because you guys have been leveling criticisms at us.
Debates simultaneously.
Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
Running at the same time.
Well, you're the one who wanted to debate. I told you we'd wait for moderator, but you were gung-ho to go, so don't bitch at me about your feelings getting hurt because I'm talking at the same time as you. This is why we have a moderator. But I'm going to allow you to continue. Go ahead.
Okay. As I understand it, Manhood 101 has come onto A Voice for Men, basically doing what the moderators consider spamming, saying, come to Manhood 101, and I've seen some of the rhetoric. What was it? It was social competence. Learn how to be a better man, learn how to, I think there was some language about pickup, although I don't know you actually used the term pickup.
Right, but you notice we don't post on your site. You're talking about, you must be referring to the Spearhead back in the day because we don't post on your site.
You did. Well,
No, I didn't. Some people are free to post whatever they want, any links we want, so we did not post on your site.
So, whether it was you or other people.
It was definitely other people.
Fine. I'm not saying who, because I don't know who did it.
Okay.
But there were a number of people who came in, posting links to Manhood 101.
Right.
In topic threads, which were completely not the topic of the thread.
Okay.
Like an article about suicide, or there was a debate raging about suicide, and in comes somebody going, come to Manhood 101 and learn social competence. That's completely off topic.
Okay.
It's not relevant to the discussion, and comments like that are just viewed as spam. So that's probably what got blocked.
Okay. Great, good for them. That's not what we're referring to. Paul Elam wrote a smear article about our academy, which he posted in his newsletter or his news site, his official news site, and which was disseminated by many people throughout the blogospheres. You know, we found it in a lot of different places. MRA's cheering it on, and it was just basically full of lies. We completely debunked it in our own debate against him, which he obviously didn't show up to because he's a coward. But we answered all his accusations, and so. And
what were his accusations?
Let's go over them right now. We got his, let's see, where is this thing? Paul Elam's accusations. Here we go. So Paul Elam wrote an article. Actually, I can even share the screen with you. Share screen. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even tell you at the beginning of the debate. Just officially, we tell all of our opponents, what we do is we record these debates. Obviously we're having a webcam debate, but we only record the audio. We distort the voices to preserve everybody's anonymity, our opponents, the audience, etc. So, do you consent to be recorded for this debate?
Sure, but don't distort my video or audio. I have no.
We only distort the audio. That's the way we always do it, to preserve the anonymity of our opponents. Otherwise, we wouldn't have the opponents to debate.
I'm not anonymous though. I'm John Hembling.
Right, but we have students at this academy who want to be anonymous. So.
Fine, they can be anonymous.
Right, but when we post the audio of this, and we're only posting the audio, we're going to distort the voices to preserve everybody's anonymity.
If it's just you and me, why bother?
Well, because we're going to get student reactions afterwards, or audience reactions, and we're going to do that on Saturday too in mass. So again, Same thing. It's not going to kill you to have your voice distorted, so I don't know why that's even an issue.
No, I mean, you're saying it's to preserve my anonymity, but I don't have anonymity.
Everybody.
Sure, go ahead, whatever.
Okay. So here's Paul's article. I'm sure you're familiar with it. Special ed at Manhood Academy, special ed at best. Feminism is characterized by one primary and toxic element. The women's movement failed to self-police. By valuing power over principle and unity over legitimacy, they coalesced around malevolent elements that would ultimately define... Okay, let me just paraphrase. He's just basically saying, feminism failed to police all the fringe elements, the fanatics out of it, and so they didn't remain reasonable, and that was their undoing. And he says, essentially, this is happening to the MRAs. We don't want to go down that road, so we need to out fanatics, fringe elements, such as Manhood Academy. And this is where he starts making his attacks.
Okay. I think Paul is mistaken, but not probably in the direction that you think he's mistaken.
Mistaken how so?
I'm going to continue for a second.
Okay.
I am not a reader of Manhood Academy. I've only seen the ads, like, here, click here, and, two lines or one line of description of what it's about. Manhood Academy looks to me, and you can correct me here.
I will.
Like a pickup site, like how to pick up chicks.
Right.
And to me, that is not interesting. That is not related to what I do. I don't think that's part of the men's rights movement, although people far outside of what both of us do might classify us both as the same thing. But to me, it's something that's not interesting to me, and it's not part of the men's rights movement. You're not talking about stopping circumcision of infants, or dealing with the workplace death rate, or dealing with divorce court. Or maybe you are, but I haven't looked enough to see.
Well, right. Well, our point is that you guys aren't educated on what we do. You guys make these bullshit accusations, which you aren't willing to even discuss. You keyboard way around and make these bullshit accusations as if we're a PUA site. We expose the PUA fraud that is, undermining what men are today, and degrading what men are today. We expose that. Also, we have arguments against circumcision that you cowards aren't even willing to hear, that you delete from your forums. You delete from the men's rights subreddit when they're made. So you guys are all for censorship when you talk about...
That is as may be. That is as may be. But all of your promotion that you do outside your site that I have seen, you may do other promotion that I have not seen, but the promotion that I have seen presents you as a pickup.
No, it doesn't present us this way, because we've made plenty of explanations about what is on our site. We've posted excerpts from our ebook. We posted our videos. And the MRAs are cowards and quick to dismiss our work without even doing us the courtesy of making these criticisms or accusations to our face, or letting us discuss these in open. They're instantly into censorship mode, removing rebuttals. I mean, how can you even make an accusation and not have a rebuttal? Or not give the opponent an opportunity to rebut. And why would they make these accusations against feminists when that's exactly what they're engaged in? It's hypocritical.
Okay, let's address these questions one at a time.
Okay.
The first one is, why do I have the impression prior to this conversation, why did I come into this believing that you are a pickup site? Because that's my view of what Manhood 101 is.
Right, and you know why you have that? Because the cowards in the MRA ranks simply censor any rebuttals or any counter arguments that we make, and they only put forth their story. You only hear one side of the story.
My understanding, whether it's flawed or not, of what Manhood 101 is based on what people posting links to Manhood 101 say. Go here and blah, blah, blah,
first of all, these are non-specific criticisms. This is like saying you posted you posted a link to an MRA comic that wasn't relevant to a story. Well, I don't know if you posted it or not. I don't know if you take personal accountability or not. I don't know how many people post links to our site, or what you've seen or what you haven't seen. So I don't even know how to address that. How can I address things that are non-specific and vague? This is the other criticism we have of the MRA cowards, is that they continually post vague accusations just like this. For instance, a common criticism from the MRAs is that we are trying to sell an ebook, which we obviously post for free and give away for free. So it's so silly when they talk about book sales and we're trying to sell products here. It's absurd. These are just straight out lies.
I want to make a point about rhetorical discipline here. Your argument is they, the MRAs or the MRA cowards, or they.
Well, we can get as specific as you want.
We can talk. I mean, I will answer for what I do, for what I say. I will not an answer for what other people do or say.
Well,
so you want the MRA cowards, plural. You have to be. You're talking to one person here, not a group.
Right, but you are a leader of the MRAs. It's different if I was just talking to just some dope off the street. You are giving the direction.
That's a matter of perception. I'm just
what do you mean? If I'm the head of a site, no, you're bullshit. If I'm the head of a site, I'm obviously aware of what's going on the site. I don't act like a dopey politician and say, "Oh, I just am not aware of what's going on. Sorry, I'm oblivious." You're such a lawyer in this regard. You're saying, "Oh, I'm not aware of anything. I'm only responsible for my statements." I mean, that's like a dad having a child who's committing crimes and saying, "Oh, sorry, I just bore the child. I have no responsibility for what he does." Who the fuck is raising him? You
They're
are
not my children,
as a dad.
Dude.
So
the other MRAs on A Voice for Men or anywhere else, for that matter, are not my children.
Then why bother calling yourself the head editor? Why giving yourself
editor-in-chief of A Voice for Men?
Yes.
Yes.
Why bother giving yourself a designation as editor-in-chief? Why even bother with a designation if you have no responsibility, you have no accountability for anything that goes on your site? Why bother? Why not call yourself a
accountability from an editorial position on the site.
Yeah, and as an editor, especially the head-in-chief, you should know what the fuck is going on your site. You shouldn't be so oblivious to all the things being printed on your site, especially accusations made against other groups. I mean, that's just silly nonsense.
Well, if you're not a pickup artist website, what are you then?
We are a site that helps men become socially competent, which answers the very problem that MRAs are trying to solve. They're impotently trying to solve, which is how to have better relationships with women.
When you say become socially competent, that sounds, in my brain, and maybe I have a pea brain, that sounds like pickup artist language.
Well, you do have a pea brain because you don't understand that you can make that claim about who on earth isn't trying to become socially competent? Who on earth then, under your silly logic, wouldn't be a pickup artist? Are you not trying to be socially competent, or are you trying to not be socially competent?
I am socially competent. I don't have to try.
What do you mean you don't have to try? That means you're successful in all your relationships with women and men? You know what you're doing? You know how to attract a woman? You know how to make friends with men?
Hang on. I'll be back in 2 minutes, okay?
I'll be right here.
Back. You have a Coke or something if you want.
I'll have some apple juice. An unorthodox break during the action. Let's see who we have here as far as audience members. I'm not sure who we even have here. Rabbit, you got the European students. Slow guy. Where's Shy Guy? Where's Rocky? What the hell is wrong with Rocky's cam? Rocky, wake up. I might have to toss this kid. He might be asleep. Rocky, I might have to toss you since you're asleep.
Rocky's camera is fucked up.
It's fucked up?
Yeah.
Let's see. I'll toss him and see if it's a smoke screen. No, he's back. See, he's fine. He's just a shy fag. Wake up, Rocky.
Yeah, I'm back.
Let's get your initial impressions since we had a 2-minute break. What's your initial impressions of the debate so far?
Well, I'm not sure what's going to happen.
Are you excited? Do you have a boner? I mean, what are you feeling right now?
I don't have a boner. I have to say I expected something more. I expected, a fire debate between you and the MRA.
Come on, the MRAs are cowards.
Rage quit.
Oh, please. They're cowards. They're keyboard warriors. They don't work up into a rage in person. Otherwise, they wouldn't be MRAs in the first place. Come on. Be serious here. Okay, everybody mute your mics again. Mr. Other is back. Okay.
So, to answer your question, are you socially competent in all your relationships with men and women? Well, that's hard to answer because what do you mean by socially competent? Yes, I think I am, given a broad enough definition of the term socially successful in those relationships.
Well, under our definition, you are socially retarded because you cannot possibly be socially competent and be this incompetent in your management of the people underneath you. That already tells me you're socially incompetent. You're either a liar, or, like most guys, you're deluded as to what constitutes social competence.
It's not my job to manage people at A Voice for Men. It's my job to be an editor-in-chief, to set the editorial tone of the website. What does an editor-in-chief do then? I mean, if you don't manage content, what the fuck does an editor do? Well,
I might as well call this guy an audience an editor-in-chief since he has the ability to press the edit button on his post. What a ridiculous notion to even distinguish yourself as an editor-in-chief then in that case. What, am I an editor-in-chief because I can press the edit button on my post?
Well, you're trying to define what I do at A Voice for Men from a position of not understanding it.
Well, that sounds vaguely familiar, almost like what you guys are trying to do to us without understanding it.
Well, he would go with you guys again. I don't answer for you.
Meanwhile,
I answer for myself.
You're talking about you guys. Meanwhile, you have no problems talking about the Academy is posting this type of pickup artist lingo or post or advertising and assigning it to us. Yet you have no problem doing that, but yet suddenly you're careful and you're a lawyer when we're applying the same type of generalization to you? How does that work?
Let me correct what you've just said.
Okay,
I've never said anything about Manhood 101. I've never written an article about them.
Okay.
It's not a topic that I
when you were talking about talking about us advertising, Manhood Academy, Manhood 101 advertising, you weren't referring to us, you were referring to some other strangers that had the same name as us?
That's in the conversation with you here.
I'm pretty sure I was with you here the whole time during this conversation.
Okay, that's this conversation. You're referring to what I write about or what I video about on YouTube. You guys are not a topic of discussion in any of the work that I do. So, you really are a figurehead then at A Voice for Men. You really don't know anything. You don't do anything in any official capacity. You're just like a lame duck, right? That's the way you want to see it, sure. I mean, what do you mean that's the way I want to see it? That's like saying, I'm the president of the United States, but if you want to call me a janitor, that's the way. Well, since that's the way you see it, that's the way it is. I mean, you don't see the absurdity of that reasoning. You don't see the utter childishness of that reasoning of not willing to be accountable for your own position. Accountable for what, dude? I'm not. For what? If you're an editor-in-chief. If I was a father of a family, I would be accountable. That would mean I'd be responsible for things that happened that were under my authority in that family. I would be an adult in that case. Unlike you, who has a fucking silly comic book title and yet no responsibility at all. Just whatever you say is you, and everybody else is separate. Nothing they say matters to you. Nothing you say matters to them. It's all separated. How is that even possible? Hey. So, in your expectation, I am going to read and approve every single article and every single comment. Is that correct? Or is it just every single article? Well, here's something interesting. So answer that question. I'm going to answer your question right now. I'm going to answer your question right now. Listen. Here's something interesting. I am the head of this site here. I don't read every single article on this site. I don't read every single post on the site, but I'm well aware of any opinion being disseminated from this site directly. Anything in the visitor section, I'm aware of. Unlike you, who suddenly just has some rationalization that you're an editor-in-chief, and yet whatever the fuck everybody says on your site doesn't matter. If there's neo-Nazis on your site, doesn't matter. If there's, if there's child porn on your site, doesn't matter. You're just not responsible for it. You don't know anything about it. There is no child porn. I wasn't saying. I was making a hypothetical. Fine. So you're not. You're basically saying you sound like a politician. Wasn't under my watch. No, that's what you're saying. Well, I'm wondering what you're saying. You're the editor-in-chief of your site. How the fuck do you not know what's going on your own site? How the fuck? Well, you're assuming I know what's going on my own site. Well, I don't know. You tell me. I'm not responsible for anything. I don't know anything. I'm going by what you're telling me. Moderator, every time I try to answer your question, you're jumping in with more rhetorical questions that are not actually questions. They're accusations. So yeah, I'd like you to answer those accusations with a straight answer, not a political answer. Well, I can't answer with any answer if every time I start talking, you jump on top of me. I like how you complain like a little bitch when I just told you at the very beginning that we had a moderator so you wouldn't cry. You would have the excuse to cry like a little bitch. Blue! Blue's not here, you idiot. That's why I said we could debate on Saturday. You were the one who was so gung-ho, and I'm trying to accommodate you, you little princess. I'm trying to accommodate your wishes. Yeah. What? Okay. Yeah, well, I mean... You made the bed, so lie in it. Why are you crying now? I said you can have a moderator, but don't cry. Well, that's kind of cute that you're saying don't cry. Yeah, because you are crying. You're whining like a little bitch about exactly what I warned you about in the chat. I said, look, if you're going to, this is why we have the moderator, so you don't cry like a little bitch that I'm talking over you, which is a common accusation our opponents make. And I said, that's why we have a moderator, to protect you. And you're exactly. Why don't you just exercise some discipline like an adult and allow me to actually answer the question that you're asking me? Go ahead. Why don't you exercise some discipline as an adult and give me a straight fucking answer? Don't give me a childish answer that absolves you of accountability. Give me a straight fucking answer, not a political answer. I'm going to give you the answer that I'm going to give you, and if you don't like it, you can, fucking eat the peanuts out of my shit. All right, great. Give me your shit-eating answer. Go ahead. I can't wait to hear this. People can post on the site anything they want, provided they make no calls to violence, and no endorsement of actual hatred against any group based on a character of their identity. Now, what I have seen posted by members of Manhood Academy on a Boys to Men comments as well as on Reddit and other places on the net suggests to my brain that Manhood Academy is a pickup site. You're saying it's not, but the presentation of the rhetoric, come to Manhood Academy and learn social competence, etc., that looks like pickup rhetoric. If it's not, then you're doing a bad job of representing yourself. I know not you personally, but whoever it is that's posting those. So you are creating, the group, are creating an impression that Manhood Academy is a pickup site. That's why I don't find Manhood Academy interesting. If they want to present themselves as something that I'm actually interested in, the rhetoric of presentation has got to change to sell that idea. Because right now the idea being conveyed is pickup, which is not interesting. So that's where I'm sitting. And if you're being dismissed as a pickup site by other actors on ABFM, like Paul, for example, and you're not a pickup site, then you need to present as something not a pickup site. Because what you show, what you look like, is a pickup site. And the rhetoric that you've used with me in this conversation about social competence, about success in your relationships with women, that sounds to me like pickup rhetoric. But you still haven't convinced me that you're not a pickup site. That's my answer.
Okay. I'm going to rebut now. The reason is not that we're a pickup site. Again, like I pointed out earlier, you're a fucking idiot. You don't realize that to say, I'm socially competent, just like you told me you're socially competent, by your own silly criteria, you're a pickup site. So the real crime here is your lack of education, is your lack of reasoning capacity, is your poor upbringing under the feminist educational system, which made you reason like a dope, where you're not accountable for anything you say.
Hang on, I just lost sound here. Hang on. Pause for a second, I just lost sound. Let's see if I can
I'm losing brain cells here. Let's go.
Okay, I can hear you now. I assume.
Okay. The real culprit here is your lack of education, just like in the MRA.
Hang on a second.
Is lack of education. All right, why don't I just make my point and you can listen to it later.
Start this. I can't hear you, dude.
All right.
So, hang on a second.
Come on back. Just use the same link.
I'm going to stop and start Zoom.
Yeah, just quit. Just quit it and come. Just click on the link. It'll take you right back in automatically.
How long have you guys been going at it?
I don't know. This guy's a fucking genius. Holy Christ. Oh, he's back. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Test 1 2.
I'm going to have to reboot. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
All right, I'll be here. Peace.
I love how he says this is a pickup site.
Yeah.
When in our ebook it says you need to learn how to build relationships with guys first.
Yeah, so we're going to pick up guys. This is how fucking stupid these guys are. They're so fucking dumb. They can't...
Did you even read the content?
That's how dumb these guys are. You try to explain your position. They either delete it or they just put their fingers in their ears. And he's talking about us needing to present better. How about you fucking idiots develop a level of education that's comparable to an adult? How about that?
Talking about exercising discipline while telling you, hey, you can eat the peanuts out of my shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Some hardcore discipline there. I guess that was a disciplined insult.
Yeah, you have to exercise some discipline to actually come up with the insult.
Oh, God. Well, fortunately, this retard agreed to debate on Saturday, but this guy is such a little bitch. He's instantly backpedaled. I didn't say that. He's one of those guys, the typical cowardly, pseudo-intellectual. That's not what I said. That's not what I said. That's not what I said. Meanwhile, he's perfectly fine to level generalizations against us. Oh, you Manhood Academy guys. You Manhood Academy guys. They're such hypocritical fucking faggots. This is a perfect politician. A scared little bitch, not able to take accountability for his own statements. I'm editor-in-chief. Whatever's posted on my site, I'm completely oblivious to that. I don't know anything about it. What the fuck are you the editor for then, you fucking retard? You don't even know what's going on your own site. Stupid fuck. Unbelievable.
I think you got a rage quit. Wait. Before we get anything else, did you read the ebook?
What?
Did you read the ebook? Did you read the ebook?
No. He doesn't fucking care. He thinks this is a pickup site. This is almost the wrong guy to be debating because in theory, he's the head or a leader of the MRA movement. He's the editor-in-chief of A Voice for Men. But you could see this guy's a fucking idiot. He doesn't even know what's going on in his own site. He's so oblivious. There's an article made by Paul Elam on the site. And I'm sure he's read it, but he's so fucking oblivious. He's trying to play it off. I don't know anything, bro. I'm just I'm a dumb country bumpkin. Yeah, editor-in-chief, that means nothing. I don't edit anything. Oh, I don't read any of the content. Paul Elam posts. He's a major poster, a major contributor. No, I don't read any of his articles. I don't know anything, bro. What a fucking moron. How am I supposed to debate this guy if he says he doesn't know anything? That's the easy coward's way out. Oh, I don't know anything about that, so I have nothing to say about it. Well,
I mean, the bright side is you can expose him, which you're doing very well.
Expose what? Expose that he's a fucking moron and isn't even accountable to the things on his site? He's not even aware of the main guy, one of the main posters, if not the main poster, Paul Elam, he's not aware of the articles that guy writes? He doesn't read them? How does he, as an editor-in-chief, not read the articles from the main guy on his site? He's not aware of the accusations made by Paul? What a fucking lying coward. Oh, what a piece of shit.
On a side note, you look really badass in that hoodie.
Oh, great. At least we're getting something out of this debate. I got a hoodie. Great. Oh, fuck. Well, we have a user intermission here. I'll pause until he comes back. Hold on.
Oh, you were recording all this stuff?
Test, 1, 2. Mr. Other's back. Let's go. All right.
So my question.
Oh, by the way, I didn't get... Hold on. Let me answer your long... accusation, first of all. The real problem is your lack of education. You guys accuse us of being a PUA site, and then you censor our rebuttals, our replies, any kind of discussion about what we actually do here, and you dismiss us as PUAs. So that just shows us where you're coming from. You don't have the education to even make such a judgment. You're so silly and so childish. You don't even have the wherewithal to be an adult and make these accusations to our face, at least get a rebuttal, at least get a discussion. You just plug your ears, delete replies. I mean, how can we possibly explain something to you when you're too childish to listen to the answer?
Well, the first ever time that I've seen a challenge for the debate was tonight, and my immediate
This is the first ever time?
Accepted.
You know why? Because all our challenges have been deleted because you're fucking cowards.
Plural again.
Well, you haven't got wind from Paul Elam? Your buddy Paul Elam hasn't mentioned anything about debate challenges?
No, he hasn't. You know why? Because he probably thinks you're not worth debating.
Oh, but he thinks we're worth writing a long article about? And everybody else, it's funny how everybody keeps calling us childish and not worth debating. Meanwhile, they post mile-long responses to whatever we post. The same people we're talking about, the same ones who don't think we're worth their time. Why do they deem us not worth their time? And yet
how the fuck do I know what
I like how you're, I just proved it right there. You're a hypocritical little bitch because you keep accusing me of talking over you and you get butthurt about, oh, you're talking over me, and yet you have no problems doing that to me. You don't see me crying like a little bitch, right? Just you're crying like a little bitch. You're crying like a little bitch. Yeah, and you're answering while I'm in the middle of giving my answer. So, do you see, you accuse me of not having discipline to wait, and then you can't do the same thing, and now you're laughing about it. What's so funny?
Yes. I'm laughing at how hysterical you're behaving.
So I'm hysterical by pointing out your idiocy and hypocrisy in demanding something from me like a princess, a little bitch, a little entitled girl, and then now you have the audacity to laugh when I demand the same respect or same courtesy from you?
You want the same courtesy from me that you're demonstrating now, is that right?
Right, because remember when I stopped and let you give a full answer? Remember when I gave you the courtesy of giving a full answer? Remember? Hey, you scared little faggot. Remember when I gave you the courtesy of giving you a full answer? Remember when I gave you the courtesy of giving you of letting you get a full answer in, even though it was full of bullshit, and I didn't answer until you were done? And you can't do me the same courtesy? And now you're such a scared, timid little faggot. You're so hung up on words, insults, like they're a major part of the debate. When you fucking cowards posted a debate treatise that talked about all the things your opponents do to get out of debating. One of them includes name calling. It's made the criticism that people were too delicate, too sensitive to name calling, or too sensitive to abrasive debates, and they couldn't get to the heart of the issues. This is a major criticism leveled against your opponents, and yet that's exactly the little bitch attitude you have. Oh, you're calling me a name. You don't see me crying about names you're calling me. Oh my God, you said eat the peanuts. You said eat the peanuts out of my shit. Oh no, I'm gonna have a meltdown.
Courtesy while you repeatedly use little bitch, child.
No, you fucking idiot. I'm telling you that you're the one who demanded courtesy of me, and I gave you that courtesy by not interrupting you, and you can't do me the same courtesy. You're a hypocritical little bitch.
See, this mouth is closed, and that one over there next in the next window over, that's you talking. I mean,
Well, yeah, but I'm not making a serious point. I was in the middle of making a serious point.
Then.
I don't even remember what my point was, you fucking idiot, because you interrupted me so many times. You can't see. This is what you cowards can't do during a live debate. You can't ignore. You can't ignore the challenges. Like you can't. You can't delete us. You can't censor us. You have to sit there and take the challenge. This is the first time you're being an adult. First time you're actually growing up. Congratulations, Mr. I'm socially competent. Mr. I'm socially competent.
I've never seen you issue a challenge before today, and as soon as I saw it, I accepted.
No shit, because you fucking cowards delete every single challenge.
Sunshine, stop calling me a plural. I'm one person.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Sunshine. Stop referring to me as Manhood Academy when you don't know who's posting all these little things about us.
Well, you said
okay, Sunshine? Is that okay with you, Sunshine?
If you want me to believe that you're something other than a pickup site, it's up to you to convince me.
Yeah, no, idiot. It's up to you to listen. No, idiot. It's up to you to listen, to be adult enough to, if somebody has a view you don't agree with, it's up to you to confront that view, not hide from it like a scared little coward like all the MRAs do.
You mean like I've done here and come to this puerile, idiotic debate?
Puerile and idiotic debate. Yeah. Who's responsible for that? You dumb motherfucker. You're the one who's responsible for making it puerile and idiotic. You can't even answer for your own website that you're the editor-in-chief of. I don't know what's going on my site. Everybody's opinion is their opinion. I don't know anything, man. I don't know anything about my own site, bro.
I don't know anything about your site.
I know what's on my site. That's why I'm in charge of it, because I'm competent enough to know what's on my site. You should be fired. You don't know what's going on in your own site. That's how dumb you are.
Actually, I do know what's going on my own site.
Now you do. Before you didn't, but now you do.
See, we're confusing issues here.
Oh, okay.
You wanted to know what the rhetoric was about Manhood 101? I said I don't concern myself because Manhood 101 in public presents itself, whether by you or by anybody else, as a pickup artist site. And even in this conversation that we've been having here, you still present to me that you're a pickup site.
How is that? How do I present that when I'm trying to explain that we're not? How is that presenting as a pickup artist site? Have I told you to wear a fuzzy top hat or wear goggles?
You say you're not, but you still sound to me like a pickup artist site. Social competence. Are you successful in all your relationships with men and women?
If I say to somebody on the street, are you trying to be better at relationships? What do you think they say? Yes or no?
I'm not trying to be better at relationships.
I'm asking we ask somebody on the street, if I said to them, hey, are you trying to be better at your relationships? Do you think they say yes or no?
That sounds like pickup artist rhetoric to me.
Okay, so everybody's a pickup artist by your silly definition.
No, the people who use the rhetoric you just used sound like pickup artists. Not everybody.
Well, asking if you're trying to be better at a relationship, how dumb are you? What do you think? A relationship? You're trying to say relationship. You're trying to say relationship is a pickup artist term. That's how dumb you are. I mean, seriously, you're that dumb. I ask a person a general question. That's a general question. I don't know how you can make it more general. What am I going to say? That thing that, do you try to group better with people that are humans? I mean, how much more general can I get? Everything falls under pickup artist criteria under your delusional view of pickup artists.
Everything, just the rhetoric that you're using.
Yeah, the word relationship.
I've read.
The word relationship to you is a pickup artist term, correct?
Not by itself, but
so when I use better, the word better and relationship, now it's a pickup artist term, correct?
Yeah.
So anybody who's ever used the term better and relationship in the same sentence is a pickup artist by your definition. Are you trying to be that stupid?
Look, I'm not going to parse the hairs of your little
That's what you're doing right now. We're parsing hairs. And every time I corner you on an argument that's full of shit, you just switch the argument. You're a coward.
Well, I'm pretty patient. Whether I'm a coward or not,
You're patient?
Yeah,
You're not patient. You can't even answer the challenges. You keep switching tracks every time you get cornered, and your argument's full of shit.
Every
You
single time I
just
try to answer
switch.
you jump on top of me before I finish answering.
No, you switch gears. You go back and listen to the debate. You go back and listen to the debate.
A coward.
Go back. Oh, right. You whine like a little bitch. You don't see me whining about you. Oh, hey, you told me to eat peanuts. You told me to eat peanuts out of my shit. Oh, no. Oh, no, I'm going to cry.
Well, one person in this conversation is calm and laughing, and the other person is taking.
Oh, you're calm and laughing. Oh, you're calm and laughing. You're so zen. I didn't realize that. Wow. How did you get that way to be so zen? Maybe it's because you're so dumb. Maybe ignorance is bliss. Maybe the old saying is true. Ignorance is bliss. Maybe you're so dumb. That's why you're so calm. Maybe if I was dumb as you, I had like one brain cell left, I'd be just that calm.
Okay, pause. Take a breath here. Fucking take a breath.
Okay, bro. Hey, bro, I'll take a breath, bro. Are you condescending to me, bro? Do I need to point out your insults, bro?
I find no other rhetoric possible here.
Hey, bro, do I need to condescend to you, bro? Because you get butthurt over me calling you a little bitch, but you condescend to me. You're a fucking hypocrite. You're a hypocritical little bitch. You condescend to me. You condescend to me. You condescend to me and say, oh, you need to calm down, as if I'm throwing a tantrum. And
you are
yet,
throwing a tantrum.
Oh, okay, so you're a little bitch. So what are you crying about? You're acting like a little bitch. What are you crying about? I'm just describing the sky as blue. What's your problem?
What is your goal?
Did I not describe your little bitch behavior? Did I not describe your hypocritical little bitch behavior? I didn't just call you poopy face and just leave it hanging out there like I'm just throwing out an ad hominem.
What is your goal?
Again, you ignore the challenge. Like a scared little bitch, you ignore the challenge. Once again. What's my goal now for the conversation?
Yeah, I mean, like all this ranting that you're doing, calling
ranting. So you're characterizing it as ranting. So you're too much of an idiot. You're too much of an idiot to understand the argument. So you just demonize it as ranting. Just kind of like I would characterize you as a little bitch. No, I'm well able to answer it. You're the one who's unable to answer challenges. You're the one who keeps switching topics, keeps switching subjects.
Okay, what do you want an answer to?
What do I want an answer to?
Yeah, ask what do you want
an answer to? You fucking idiot. Everything we've been talking about for the past hour. What do you think I want an answer to?
Be specific. What do you want
Be specific. I'm the only one here who is specific, you idiot. What do you think I've been doing?
An answer to?
Everything we've been talking about. I've been specific. Go back and listen to the debate, you moron. You will see how specific I'm trying to get.
So
I'm trying to address specific accusations. I'm trying to address specific accusations you guys make against our academy.
Plural again.
Yes, plural. Just kind of like Sunshine. Just like you say, Manhood Academy is posting this, as if I'm plural. Everybody who claims to be Manhood Academy, or every post out there that I'm not even aware of, is me. Plural.
My impression of Manhood Academy is based on the public record.
Okay, then I'm giving you my impression, you idiot. You guys, as MRAs. How are you happy? How are you too dumb to see that I'm playing according to your rules? I'm using your rules against you.
You're telling me I have to answer for you guys. I don't.
Well, then I don't have to answer for Manhood Academy then. Fine. I'm not presenting myself as a pickup artist. I can use your stupid logic and say, all those posts aren't me.
In this conversation, the rhetoric that you have used suggests to me that you are a pickup artist.
Yeah, and I tried to be specific with you, like an adult does, and I say, which language? And I try to narrow it down because I'm specific like an adult, unlike you. And I say, does it mean relationship and better? I'm trying to get the exact word. And so then I want to know if everybody who says relationship and better in the same sentence is a pickup artist. And according to you, the answer was yes. That's how dumb you are. Relationship. If somebody uses relationship and better in a sentence, are you getting better at this relationship? They're a pickup artist in your eyes.
No.
No? Now you're changing your answer.
They're a pickup artist in my eyes if it comes in the context of the rhetoric that reads as follows.
The context of the rhetoric.
Shut up. Gain social competence. That's language that sounds like.
Did I say gain social competence? I didn't say. I said, how are you at your relationships? I made a specific.
I said in the context of.
Yeah, but that was when I made that was when I said the sentence. It wasn't even in that. I didn't use that. I said, are you getting better at your relationships? That's an isolated. We haven't even formed a context yet. That's just a sentence, and automatically you said that's a pickup artist. That sounds like a pickup artist. So then, being a specific adult, and I'm trying like an adult who's specific. I'm trying to narrow down the exact language, but you're such a coward. You can't even answer the challenge.
Okay, what is the challenge? I've been trying to answer it.
You haven't. You're a fucking idiot. I keep repeating it over and over. You fucking idiot. I keep repeating it over and over. I am repeating it right now. What do you think I'm doing?
The phrase, you fucking idiot. That's not a question.
No, you fucking idiot. I said it a billion times now. Relationship and better. People who use relationship and better in the same sentence are pickup artists according to you?
No.
So then if I say you're getting better at your relationships or you're not better at your relationships, that's a pickup artist? Because that's what you said. That's what I...
Let me finish my answer.
Finish your answer.
In the context of the statement, increase your social competence or gain social competence, which you know is...
Well, sure. In the context of me wearing a fuzzy hat and goggles, that would be appropriate assumption to make, but I'm not wearing a fuzzy top hat and goggles.
You keep talking over me when I try to answer your question. So
are you going to whine like a little bitch and talk over me, or can I talk over you? Can you tell me which way you want to play it?
Do you want my answer?
Hey, fuck nuts. Can you answer me? Do you want to have it where we can interject at any time as adults, or do you want to say, hey, I'm going to give you your full answer, I'm not going to interrupt? Which way? Because you're a bitch either way. Yeah, because I tell you you're a hypocritical. I tell you you're a hypocritical little bitch because you can't decide which way you want to play it. Do you want to have a full answer without the other person interrupting and doing them the courtesy of listening, or do you want to play your game where I'm allowed to cut you off and you're allowed to cut me off. Which is it? Make up your fucking mind. Be an adult.
Well, in a normal conversation between adults, generally when somebody keeps going, little fucking bitch, coward, and so on, and that kind of language, they get a door slammed in their face. My patience.
Oh, so when you have peanuts eaten out of your shit, that's part of an adult conversation. Is that what you're lecturing me on? How to behave like an adult?
That's what happens when people tell me.
That's what happens. This is how dumb you are. This is exactly how dumb you are. This is indicative of the MRA mentality. A dummy like you is leading the MRAs. How pathetic. How pathetic.
Well, I already told you near the beginning of this conversation that I don't try to lead anybody.
Of course. I forgot. You're just editor-in-chief of nothing, of Smurf Village.
Yeah, that's right.
Great.
So, I'm going to try one more time to answer your question. I'm sure you're going to jump in on top of me.
Well, I'm sure you're going to act like a hypocritical little bitch and require that I listen to your full answer without interrupting you. Meanwhile, it's perfectly fine and okay if you jump in and cut me off. I'm sorry, but I don't cater to little bitches like you, so you got to decide, and I'll play along with you just because I'm going to humor you. I'm going to humor your retardation. So do you want to give a full answer? Do you want to give a full answer?
Is that I'm rage quitting.
Do you want to give a full answer? No, you're a scared little bitch. Do you want to give a full answer and then have me wait on you, or do you want to have the freedom? Okay, so
your fucking stupid mouth.
Oh, but I thought you were calm, bro. I thought you were calm. What happened? You're raging now, bro. Calm down. Calm down.
That's right.
Calm down, little girl. Calm down.
I'm now significantly annoyed.
Oh, I thought you were the one who were touting your superpowers of being so calm and laughing. Ha ha. What happened to that, bro? What happened to your adult superpowers? What happened to your adult superpowers?
I never said I had superpowers.
Oh, you said you're so happy with yourself. I'm so calm. I'm laughing. Yeah, I'm an adult. Whee! What happened, bro? Now you're raging. What happened?
Well, your behavior's clownish.
Oh, my behavior's clownish. Meanwhile, we can't be adults here and figure out which format we want to use, whether we want to say, hey, let the other person have a full answer and the other person should be forced to listen, versus let's be hypocritical little bitches and interrupt when the other person's speaking. Which is it? Which game do you want to play? Make up your mind. I can play either. I can wait for you, like I demonstrated. I can wait for the full answer, or I can jump in and cut you off.
Do you want an answer?
Listen to me, you little bitch. I can play either side. I can say, look, if you want to cut me off, I'm going to cut you off too. Or, if you want to play fair and say that I have to listen to you, that means you have to listen to me. Oh, you're raging, bro? Are you okay? You going to go get a tissue? This little bitch can't even answer a simple argument, a simple challenge. Can't even decide which way he wants to argue. Again, avoiding the issue, just like a cowardly MRA little bitch. Avoiding. He can't decide. Well, bro, it's okay to interrupt you when you're speaking, but not okay to interrupt me. Oh, bro, you have to give me the long reply, but I don't have to let you have a long reply. What? Come on, make up your mind. Which is it? Yeah. Have you made up your mind? Which one you're going to follow? Which course of action you're going to follow? Are you going to allow for long replies where the other opponent is forced to listen and not interrupt? Or do you want to have the free-for-all, which you've been doing? Are you back to your do yourself?
The way I've sat quietly while you go on and on.
Oh, I forgot you're so quiet. Yeah, I didn't realize you're so quiet.
Every time you come to a question, or every time I try to answer a question, boom, you're on top of me like that.
Crying like a little bitch again. Manhood Academy's mean to me.
That's sort of ridiculous the way you say that, because you're the one getting visibly upset.
Oh, wait, so you were raging just 2 seconds ago? Now you're back to calm serenity? You're back to a Zen master again?
Annoying me by repeatedly demanding I answer a question.
And you went back to your power animal. You did some meditation. Oh, now you're back to normal, right?
So, do you want the answer?
Listen to me, you little bitch. Listen carefully. Listen carefully.
Every single time I try to
listen carefully, you entitlement-minded little bitch. Listen. Do you want to give long-form answers where the other party is forced to listen to you and is not allowed to interrupt, or do you want to have a free-for-all?
The next time you call me a bitch, this will be over. Do you understand?
Don't act like entitled little bitch, then. Do you understand?
There you go. Bye-bye.
Oh, rage quit. Oh, thank you, Academy.
No.
Boom. Gone. Rage quit by a scared little bitch. Rage quit again.
No.
Manhood Academy, 13-0 against opponents. Woo!
Do you understand that I've recorded this whole thing? And
oh, my God.
Your clownish behavior is like, visible for everybody.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God,
like,
bro.
You can claim victory, but the fact is, if you just continuously yap, throwing questions in there, every single time I try to answer, boom, you're in on top of me again. So, I'm going to try to answer your question again, since I have a moment to
once again, listen carefully, you scared little bitch.
There you go again.
Listen carefully, you scared little bitch.
You won't let me answer.
No, I'm asking you to answer the challenge I'm making to you, scared little bitch. Listen, do you want to give a long-form answer where the other party is forced to listen to you and not interrupt? Oh, you're interrupting me, you scared little bitch. Are you going to let me ask my question or make my challenge? Which is it?
You keep asking the same question.
Yeah, and you keep ignoring it like the scared little bitch that you are. You keep ignoring it like the scared little bitch that you are. Yes, stupid. This guy's such an adult, yet he's raging like a little bitch over there.
Oh my god, is this guy retarded?
How's your tampons? You need to change them? You want to take another break? Blow your nose? Get your rattle? You want to blow?
Tapping. I mean,
you want to blow your nose and get your rattle?
You can keep making noise.
Keep crying like a little bitch. This is you're a typical MRA coward. This is exactly what we point to whenever we talk about debating MRA.
How long do you expect me to sit here and tolerate this fucking nonsense?
Oh, look I've been tolerating your fucking childish idiocy for this long. You could do me the same courtesy. I mean, how do you think I feel having to debate a fucking idiot like you? So why should I do? Well, if you don't care what I feel, why should I care what you feel?
Well, you shouldn't, but you should.
Well, great. So I don't care what you're saying then. I don't care what you're saying then.
Then why are you asking me questions?
What? I'm pointing out your hypocrisy that you're a scared little bitch.
Well, you're full of shit though, because I keep.
No, I'm not full of shit. I've stated cause. I've stated reasons why you're a cowardly little bitch.
Yeah, but they're bullshit reasons.
No, they're not bullshit reasons. They're very valid reasons.
I won't answer your question, but you won't allow me because every time I try,
you haven't answered it.
Start yapping again.
No, you haven't answered it. You were threatening to rage quit like you were threatening to rage quit like a timid little bitch. You were threatening to rage quit like a timid little bitch to control the conversation. You're saying, if you say this one more time, I'm rage quitting out of here. And look at you, like a timid little bitch, like a little girl. You can't even keep your own word. You can't even keep your own word. You notice you said if I called you a bitch one more time, you'd leave.
Yeah, because I wasn't going to let you.
Now you didn't. So you make empty threats. So you admit you're a liar. You admit you're a liar, basically.
Kid, is this entire thing?
Yes, Dad. Yes, Daddy. What do you have to tell me, Daddy?
When I'm finally fed up with you, I leave. And then
what, Daddy?
Rage quit. Is that the whole point
what,
of
Daddy?
this whole fucking exercise?
What, Daddy? Say that again, Daddy.
Kid.
Yes, Daddy.
That's what I called you.
Yes, Daddy.
I call you toddler?
Grandpa, are we getting older now? Grandpa, what are you doing? Grandpa, check your pacemaker. It sounds like you're getting angry.
Fine, son.
Grandpa, it sounds like your pacemaker is getting angry.
Listen, toddler.
Grandpa, check your Depends undergarments. Check your Depends undergarments. Are they okay? Are they dry? Grandpa, are your Depends undergarments dry or not? Don't cry like a little bitch. You act like a little bitch and then you get frustrated. You're frustrating yourself. Go back to your Zen calm. Remember how you're Zen calm? Remember how you were lecturing everybody on how calm you were? Remember how I'm
the more
Zen calm.
transparent you become.
What a coincidence. It's almost like we're talking to a mirror here. Oh, my God.
So, do you want me to try to answer the question again, or are you going to yap again?
Well, you want me to state the question clearly so you can give a clear answer?
I know what the question is.
Oh, now you know. Before you were just ignoring it.
Well, I was trying to answer, and you were yapping.
No, you weren't. You were acting like a scared little bitch ignoring it.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. You're so put out. Oh, my God, bro. I have to give a logical answer. I have to give a... Yeah, I'm talking to a fucking moron, and you want to talk about tedious? You're a fucking idiot. I mean, I have students that are brighter than you.
Well, good for them. I'm not sure why they'd pay attention to you.
Yeah, because I make sense. You know why they pay attention to me? Because I'm specific like an adult and I make sense. And you're a hypocritical, cowardly little bitch, and I keep proving it to them. That's why they pay attention to me. That's why we hold these debates. Public scrutiny.
This isn't a debate, Sunshine.
Oh, it's not, Pumpkin?
No, it's not, Sweetie Pie.
Why not, Marshmallow? Tell me why, Marshmallow.
I'll try. Are you going to let me?
Maybe, Buttercup. Are you going to keep cutting me off? You notice again. You keep cutting me off. You keep cutting me off, and I'm not crying. I'm not crying like a little bitch like you are. Oh, you keep cutting me off.
Ready for me to answer the question.
Listen, you cowardly little bitch. You notice how you keep crying about me cutting you off, but I don't cry when you cut me off? You notice that?
Well, you are crying. I mean...
Oh, I am? I didn't realize.
Get your camera up higher so that you're not hiding your eyes.
What? I'm sitting forward.
Well, lean back or tilt your camera back.
You don't get to tell me what to do, you scared little bitch. Guess what? Guess what? You're a scared little bitch, and you don't answer my challenges, so what the fuck does it matter what position I sit in?
It's just that you can't hear the answer because you won't stop
talking. I can't hear the answer. Maybe it's because you're a cowardly little bitch and you won't answer.
Well, the question that I remember is, do I want long-form answers while the other person sits and waits for the answer, or do I want people to just jump in back and forth on each other?
Yes. So
the answer that I gave you many times...
No, you didn't give me many times, you lying fucking faggot. You're a liar. You're a liar. You didn't give me that answer at all. You're a liar.
Well, do you remember me shouting the word yes a couple minutes ago?
Hey, you fucking idiot. We have the tape here. We could play it
Do you
back for
remember
you.
me just yes or no? Do you remember me shouting the word yes that you?
I remember you shouting incoherently. I don't know what you were shouting. I remember you getting butthurt and storming off. I remember you storming off like a scared little bitch. I remember that too.
Ah, God, you're so tedious.
God, so tedious. Again, I'm dealing with a fucking idiot. I'm doing you the courtesy of dealing with you. Come on.
Why are you still in this conversation?
Good question. You're too dumb to be debating me. Are you
No,
kidding me?
Why are you here? What's your goal here?
My goal, to educate a moron like you, to educate the general public.
That's too vague. Be specific. What's your goal?
Too vague. You
Too
are
vague.
the
What's your
last
specific
person.
goal?
You're the last person to be lecturing anybody on vague and specific.
You're changing the topic now.
No,
So
I'm
what
not.
is-
I'm answering each challenge as it comes up, you moron. It's called being specific. You should learn how to do it.
No, you're being vague. So again,
You're burping.
what's your goal?
Sorry, I'm offended by your burping. I can't answer any challenges anymore because you're burping.
Okay, I'll stop burping and I'll just call you little bitch. Would that make you feel better? I mean, we're calling each other little bitch now, right?
No. I'm calling you a little bitch because you're acting like a little bitch. And I'm explaining why. There's a reason that I'm giving you. So it's very a valid observation that you're a little bitch because you're a hypocrite and I keep pointing that out. You keep ignoring it.
So I've answered your question. What else do you want to know?
You answered what question? After I had to drag it out of you.
Well, you talked over top of me every single time I tried.
No, you're a lying little bitch. Okay, let's clear it up this time so we can proceed forward according to how you want to proceed forward. Now, be clear for the record. Which way do you want to proceed forward?
And the two options are we each talk over top of one another, or we ask a question and let the other person answer.
Right.
The second, we ask a question and let the other person answer.
All right, I agree to that, as long as you agree to that.
I just suggested it. Why wouldn't I agree to it?
You didn't suggest it. You're a lying fucking moron. What are you talking about? I was the one who first shut up for your long, stupid answer full of retarded assumptions and didn't interrupt it, and then I gave my answer, and when I started giving my answer, no, I'm covering your lie. I'm exposing your lie. Then when I gave my answer, you interrupted me, and that's when I started lecturing you about your own hypocrisy.
Well, if you stack 4 or 5 questions into one long rant, I'm going to answer them as
then should I answer all your idiotic assumptions in one long rant?
No, you should answer one of my idiotic assumptions. Just one.
Just one. I like how we have new rules. I didn't know we had these interesting new rules where I'm only allowed to answer one of your idiotic assumptions.
No, I said I want you to answer only one. It's not a rule. I just told you what I want.
Okay, great. I want a Ferrari. I want you to give me a Ferrari because I want it.
No, let's try to stay on topic.
Let's try to use your idiotic logic to make a point here.
My assumption is that the rhetoric you have presented suggests to me that you are a pickup site. Now,
we've answered this.
Oh, yeah, the answer is because I'm either moronic or socially incompetent or stupid or a bitch.
Uneducated. No. I give a specific answer. It's because your lack of education.
My lack of education?
Yes.
Do you happen to know what my level of education is?
Yeah, it's moron level.
I wasn't aware that was a level of education.
Yeah, I wasn't either, but then I had to talk to you. How do you think I feel? I thought you'd be an educated adult and able to construct a coherent point and follow your own rules. That's what I thought. I assumed too much of you. I expected too much of you.
Are you an education website?
Yes. We educate men, yes.
On which topic are you an education website?
On many topics.
Okay, what's the central thesis?
Social competence.
Okay. In your mind, is this part of the men's rights movement?
Yes, most definitely.
Explain to me why.
Because when men learn to become socially competent, they learn how to manage their relationships properly. All these issues, these peripheral issues, false accusations of rape, divorce, alimony, all the issues that come along with divorce, domestic violence, all these problems answer themselves. These are symptoms of a bigger problem.
So social competence
yes.
is the solution to
yes.
false accusations of criminal misconduct. It's the
yes.
answer to
yes. Yes.
Unjust decisions made in the family
yes.
courts. Really?
Yes, really.
That seems like a ridiculous claim.
Right.
You're gonna have to break it down in more detail.
Well, to an uneducated person, it would seem like a ridiculous claim. That's why our job is to educate people like you.
Educate me. Tell me.
Okay. So what we believe in is there's a common saying out there: an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. If you learn how to be in charge of a woman in a relationship, the issue of domestic violence will never even come up. It will not be. The guys who get accused of domestic violence are emasculated manginas. They don't know how to be in charge of a relationship. They don't know how to gain a woman's affection properly. They don't know how to preserve a relationship. They don't know how to get anything accomplished in the relationship because they're always butting heads over authority. This is where these types of issues even come up: domestic violence, divorce,
Have you
etc.
ever dealt with borderline personality disorder women?
Yes, of course. I've dated numerous women.
No, not numerous women. I'm talking borderline personality
Did
disorder.
I just answer your question or not? I said yes. I
Not
dated
really.
numerous women.
That was an evasive answer.
What do you mean evasive? I gave you a yes, you idiot. How is that evasive?
Yeah, you said numerous.
Yeah, I said yes. I said yes, and then I said numerous to show you that I had a wide breadth of women, including sane women. I've also dated borderline personality women, which you would classify as borderline personality disorders, which I wouldn't. As a socially competent person, I wouldn't, but I'm going by your rhetoric. I'm using your rhetoric. I'm agreeing with your rhetoric. So, yes, I answered that. I don't know how you classify that as evasive when I give a straight answer, yes. How is that evasive?
No, you didn't say just yes. You said yes, numerous
yes,
women.
no, I said yes, I dated numerous women, implying that yes, I have, because I've dated so many women. I've obviously come across these types of women. How is that an evasive answer?
Well, you said it's evasive because you said many women.
Numerous women.
Numerous, many. It's a synonym. As if the question was, have you dated many women, rather than have you dated borderline personality?
No, I said yes, I dated numerous women. I just explained. I explained the rationale behind my answer. So for you to classify it as evasive is a shortcoming on your part. It's an assumption on your part, not on my part.
It seemed evasive to me.
Yeah, because of your lack of education. You didn't even clarify the answer.
I fucking love that answer. That's beautiful, man. I love how anytime you present something that creates the impression that you don't want to be created, you can blame the person who misperceives you.
I love how you're such an idiot that you make a false assumption about me, just kind of like a woman would make a false rape allegation, and for me to combat it is now like hate speech. Or some other absurdity. Same thing like a feminist would do. Oh my God, I can't believe he cares about false rape accusations. He hates women. Again, another absurd, childish assumption. That's what you do. Make absurd, childish assumptions that I have to correct. As an adult, I have to correct them.
Lovely, good. I got it.
I'm glad it's fine for you, but you're such an idiot and you talk over, you like to skip over challenges. I like to clarify it for the audience's benefit, who'll be listening to this nonsense when we're done.
Great. Now, do you know what DARVO stands for? D-A-R-V-O.
No, inform me.
Stands for deny, attacker, I've got to write it down. I usually do this in text. Okay. I don't do it verbally.
All right. I'll give you a pass on this one.
Deny, attack, and reverse victim order. Deny, attack, reverse victim order. DARVO, okay?
Deny, attack, reverse victim.
Deny, attack, reverse victim order.
Is reverse victim one word, or is that two separate concepts?
No, it's an acronym. I'll write it so you can see it.
I got you, but I just was wondering if they're two separate concepts, like reverse victim or reverse.
Yes, every letter is its own thing. Okay, Deny, attack, reverse victim order. Okay.
Okay.
It is a behavior of cluster B personality disordered individuals.
Mm-hmm.
This inordinately affects women. There's some evolutionary psychology reasons to suggest that there's, evolutionary reasons that these are in fact amplifications of female characteristics.
Right.
DARVO.
Let me just interject. I'm going to let you go on your point. I just want to interject something. We think this is complete bullshit, but that's all I want to interject.
Fine.
Go ahead.
So your view of modern psychological science, or pseudoscience if you prefer.
Yes, pseudoscience. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Then when you suggest to me that you're competent in dealing with borderline personality disordered individuals,
or what you would classify as that under a pseudoscientific definition, yes.
Well, you and I both know what we mean when I say that, whether you think it's a legitimate classification or not.
Right. It's just like saying, ADHD kids, attention deficit hyperactive disorder kids. So you're basically saying using the same type of language.
When you say that DARVO or cluster B personality disorder individuals, or borderline personality, if you prefer that terminology, when you say that's bullshit, that's not real, it's pseudoscience, it's non-science.
It's nonsense. Yes, it's nonsense.
And you also say that you're competent in dealing with such individuals.
Yes.
That suggests to me a grand delusion on your part, if not actual public deception practice. Now, I can't see inside your head to know whether you're either deluded or simply dishonest, but having studied the process.
Well, I would make the same claims against you. I would make the same claims against you, that you are deluding the public. You are dangerously delusional by even making this absurd characterization, attributing this to women. It's just as absurd as it is to say children who are, boys have attention deficit hyperactive disorder, making these absurd pseudoscientific diagnoses of males. It's utter bullshit. It's harmful, it's delusional, and it's bullshit. It's only harming the public. So whether you're a liar or you're dumb and uneducated, which is obviously the case, then this is the crux of many of the problems that we're encountering, because people like you don't want to undergo public scrutiny, don't want to have your delusional views scrutinized, whereas we welcome scrutiny so that we're sure that we're not making absurd assumptions like you and the pseudoscientific community.
Well, my views are public on AVFM in the character of over 200 articles.
Except that you censor any rebuttals.
For anybody to scrutinize they want.
Except that there's no scrutiny allowed because you guys are all keyboard warriors and you censor any rebuttals. For example, circumcision, all those articles are censored that support circumcision.
There are no articles on AVFM supporting circumcision.
Oh, circumcision isn't mentioned. Are you sure about that? You're 100% sure about that?
Supporting. There are no articles supporting circumcision.
Right, because they've all been censored and deleted.
What do you mean censored? Nobody at AVFM has written an article in
rebuttals to anti-circumcision posts or articles. Any rebuttals to those articles posted have been removed or deleted.
They've never been posted.
No. You're misunderstanding here. They've been deleted. They've been censored by you cowards.
You say deleted. For it to have been deleted, it had to be up there in the first place, and there was never such an article on AVFM.
I'm not talking about the article. I said the rebuttals to those articles, the replies, the discussion, the responses. What do you want to call it?
Okay. I thought you were talking articles. Because when I rebut an article, I rebut it with another article. Okay? Like Barry Nolan, guy who writes for the Boston Globe.
Well, I'm more intelligent than that. I'm able to rebut things based on reason, common sense. I don't necessarily have to refer to a statistic.
Okay. Well,
especially a suspected, an article that is suspect, or a source that is suspect, like a lot of feminist studies, quote, quote, studies, scientific studies, they're all bullshit. This is why we need rational public scrutiny on these types of concepts, these types of conclusions, which is not allowed with the common authority fallacy of, hey, just refer to this article. Here, this article, this survey makes my debate. This study makes my argument. I don't have to answer for any irrational conclusions I come up because you just refer to the study over here.
Your claim that rebuttal to anti-circumcision articles, of which there are numerous on AVFM, that rebuttal, that oppositional commentary is deleted, I'm going to dispute that.
Okay, you're welcome to dispute it.
And I don't have time to do it in the middle of this conversation, but I am going to go read some of those articles and go through the comments, and I am certain that I'm going to find oppositional commentary. Now, if there's commentary calling for violence, yeah, that'll be
well, if
we don't allow calls for violence.
If you classify circumcision as violence, then it's just like as bad as feminists saying you saying bitch to me is violent language. I mean, you could classify anything as violence. That's absurd. That's again another pseudoscientific generalization, a pseudoscientific diagnosis.
If it physically interferes with the body. And it's
well, you just made my case right there. You just said if we already demonize the enemy, we demonize the argument, we demonize the discussion, then we can automatically censor it. Then you can censor it.
I'm trying to use descriptive language to characterize a circumcision. It's a physical interference.
Right, but you, like I said, if you already demonize it,
if you 200 or 300 children
if
every
you
year
already
die
if you already demonize the rebuttal, you don't have to answer the rebuttal. You just delete it. You just made my case for me right there. You just admitted it.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you that there's gonna be oppositional commentary that wasn't deleted. So
good luck finding that.
No problem, I'll find it.
I won't hold my breath.
Well, no point in this conversation because I'm not going to do it while I'm chatting to you here.
Good.
Because, I'd just go and spend 20 minutes and you'd be picking your nose and drinking a Coke or something.
Or you might be burping or rage quitting or going over there and getting a Kleenex.
Well,
crying your eyes out.
Let me ask you another question.
Okay.
If you are repeatedly called a bitch, does that motivate you to continue trying to have a conversation, or do you think?
Well, I would examine my behavior if I was acting like a scared little bitch and being a hypocrite, and it was pointed out to me specifically. I would tend to examine that argument and not try to justify bitch behavior like a coward, like a childish coward. I wouldn't be like you. I wouldn't be like you, like a childish coward, ducking challenges, ducking arguments. This is the whole point of a debate where you have to answer. Imagine if we try to have this debate over text like you cowards are wont to do. We would never even get this far. You would just delete it and censor it. You would just demonize the argument. You would ignore arguments. You would ignore challenges. You can't ignore the challenges here.
I'm entertaining this debate basically for the exercise of doing it.
And I'm entertaining this debate because we like to expose you cowards. We know you cowards don't want to have this public scrutiny on you because you know that you're full of shit and it'll come out in a public debate. That's why you don't want to have this debate with us.
Well, that's demonstratively false by the fact that...
No, it's not demonstratively false. It's true because we have the record right here. This debate is evidence. Your childish behavior in this debate is clear evidence of that.
My childish behavior?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. I'm childish. You're the responsible adult in this conversation.
You got that right. You got that right. I know you're laughing. See, unlike you, I realize that butthurt laughter isn't a rational argument, isn't a rational rebuttal. You experiencing butthurt self-righteous indignation isn't a rational response. That separates me from you. That separates an adult from a child. I'm able to be specific. You're not.
Well, every time that I start answering my question... Every
time.
Yeah, just like that.
Just like that, bro. I guess there's no instances of you cutting me off in this debate, right? Is that what you're claiming? There's a few. There's a few.
Why don't you change your...
A few.
Why don't you change the angle of your camera so I can...
Because I'm not your bitch. You're my bitch.
I'm not your bitch.
Oh, you definitely are my bitch.
Well, see, this is...
I'm making you dance. I'm making you act like an adult for the first time in your life. Be specific. Be accountable. The first time in your life. You're my bitch. You're learning how to be an adult. This is the first adult conversation you've ever had in your life.
Oh, God. See, I know what you're doing.
Oh, you know. Now we're back to MRA conspiracy theories. What am I doing now?
No, it's not a conspiracy theory. It's evident for anybody to see.
It's evident, yeah. Tell me this. Yeah. What is it?
Would you like to know?
Yes, go ahead. I want to know what this conspiracy theory is.
This so-called debate is an exercise to simply antagonize me to the point where I become exhausted.
You think I want to antagonize myself? I could be in dreamland right now, not debating a moron.
You want to antagonize me so that I become annoyed enough to leave this conversation.
Wait. You really think I stayed up when I could be in dreamland dreaming about sheep jumping over a meadow? Instead, I'm debating a moron. Some guy of limited education who ducks challenges. You think this is a joy for me? You think this is a joy for me?
Somebody who is intellectually your superior, and that you're trying to push my buttons. Get me angry.
I'm trying to push your buttons. Yeah, telling you the truth. I guess
trying to push my buttons.
If telling the truth,
me up so that I leave the conversation, and then you can go, we got another one to
telling the truth. If telling the truth is pushing your buttons,
to you on a platter because
if telling the truth is pushing your buttons, then yes, I'm pushing your buttons because that's what I like to do. I like to tell the truth during debates. I don't know about you, but as an adult, I like to tell the truth during debates.
Stop talking, please.
Yes, ma'am.
It's 3 in the morning now, and I'm finished talking to you. I've been up for about 22 hours. I've had enough of being called a bitch by a child who's too frightened to show his face.
What? What are you talking? We're on cam here, you fucking moron. What are you talking about?
Tilt your camera back. Tilt your camera back.
What, so you can jerk off to me?
Child. No.
Grandpa, don't check your Depends undergarments. Last time I checked, you weren't in charge of me. Ma'am, you're not in charge of me. Ma'am, settle down. Ma'am, settle down. You're not in charge of me.
Anyway,
settle your panties. Settle your panties. Oh, here goes the rage quit. He's going to cry. Go ahead, rage quit like a little scared little bitch that you are.
3 in the morning.
Go ahead and rage quit like the scared little bitch that you are.
Actually, I'm going to quit because I'm extremely tired. And it's 3 o'clock in the morning.
Time for a nap, Grandpa.
Or would you like me to stay
We'll see you on Saturday.
And keep you company because
we'll
you're
see you on Saturday.
Anyway.
We'll see you on Saturday, Grandpa. See you for round 2.
No, you're not going to see me on Saturday.
You're not? You tapped out? You tapped out on Saturday?
You're not debating. All you're
you
doing
tapped
is
out on Saturday.
insult.
So like a scared little bitch, you tapped out.
No.
Yeah, no?
All you're doing is hurling insults. Goodbye.
Yeah, you're like a scared little bitch, just like we thought. There you go. There you have it. An MRA coward. There you have it.
Oh, God. That was fucking sad.
Done.
Dude. Oh, my.
Okay, go ahead. Audience reactions. Let's hear it.
DB, go.
I
want to save mine for last. All right. First, is this one part where...
It was so dry. I like how this guy... Hold on. I like how this guy says... I'm debating him to get him to rage quit. I'm trying to push his butt. Like, we have some tactics here that we teach. I mean, the absurdity of this fucking moron. The conspiracy theory that he concocted, I'm trying to make him rage quit by telling him the truth. Are you kidding me? Go ahead.
It was this one part that just kept... I was waiting for the reaction just so I could ask him about this. Because he said, when you put the word better and relationship together, you're a pickup artist. But then he switched it and said social competence. It's like, what are you talking about? If you put it in the context of social competence, like social competence does not constitute as just picking up women. Like, it's a lot of other things involved. He's just not getting that.
Yeah, but that's how dumb this guy is. He said, okay, to my ears it sounds like this, so then I'm trying to narrow down the language to be specific, like an adult, like he wants to be, and he keeps ducking the challenge. What a fucking moron.
This guy's a fucking idiot. I mean, God damn. I mean, he keeps saying you're
your rhetoric, your social rhetoric. It's like I was waiting. Like, I thought, okay, we're getting somewhere. He's actually we're not talking about definitions anymore. He's actually classifying something. But he never say why it was rhetoric. Not once. He never said why it was rhetoric. It was just like, you said that you're trying to improve relationships, therefore you're a pickup artist. What?
That's his version of being specific. That's his specificity as an adult, as a so-called educated adult. That's his version of being specific.
Here's the thing, like I love attending debates. Usually, like when there's a debate going on, I'm like excited the whole time. I'm like having fun because it's just interesting to see the back and forth. And then this guy said you were tedious, and I'm like,
I'm tedious. Holy fuck!
Yeah, this was the first time I got bored of a debate. This was the first debate ever where I got bored because he wasn't saying anything. Like he was saying, you keep talking, you're not giving me a chance to speak, bro. I mean, what the fuck is he doing? Nothing. He's just sitting back and he's not doing anything. He's just sitting there. He's like, oh, you're not letting him talk, bro.
He wanted to see your eyes.
I was sitting back like this the entire debate, and then I just got frustrated. I started leaning forward, and now he wants to tell me to sit back like he's in control of my sitting position. Fuck off, you faggot! You're in charge of me.
Yeah, I mean this guy.
Unbelievable.
He's a fucking child. Like really, he doesn't want to be held accountable for what he says. He doesn't even want to answer a fucking question. Like he says, I answered your question. I said yes. Yeah. After fucking like 20 minutes of teeth pulling. After that,
he makes it sound like he's doing me a favor. Like like I didn't have to drag it out of him. Like I didn't have to drag that answer out of him.
I mean, God have mercy on you, because I got tired just listening. I can't imagine actually having to talk to these guys.
Talking to these retards. I mean, you could see why they're MRAs. They're fucking morons.
I used to be involved in the MRA, too. I feel so ashamed of myself.
I feel dirty.
I feel dirty. I feel like I need to take a rape shower.
I know. I feel terrible.
Yeah, another part, because I was reading the chat earlier, he really should have just waited till Saturday if he wanted a moderator, because it made him...
He's the guy who wanted to go. He's so gung-ho. It's like these fucking crazy brave guys. They like try to psych themselves up for the debate. Come on, bro, I'm ready right now. He thinks he's catching me off guard, like, oh, if I just take you right now, you're not ready. Come on, bro, I'll make mincemeat out of you. And now he cries like a fucking faggot about talking over. I told him, look, you fucking idiot, that's why we have a moderator. I can warn him right at the beginning of the debate. And now he's crying about it like a scared little bitch. You don't see me crying about him talking over me. Oh, what a fucking moron. Unbelievable. Any other reactions from any other guys listening?
Professor, I didn't understand what is the role of the moderator in a debate.
To moderate this nonsense, to make sure that everybody gets to talk in turn so people aren't talking over each other like we were doing right now.
Okay.
Thanks for your input. Anybody else?
Well, I'm extremely disappointed because maybe I had too high expectations of the MRA so-called chief, but...
Yeah, sorry, the editor-in-chief of A Voice for Men couldn't bring any more entertainment to you. Sorry.
Yeah, but no, I expected more because if he's a chief, he's supposed to be even a little more competent than the other guys, and this whole debate was like, at least in theory, and this whole debate was like sarcasm from his side, no sense whatsoever, so I was listening and just face-palming all the time, just thinking, man, make some point or don't waste our time. And I have to say I'm disappointed, that's all.
Welcome to I'm Disappointed Club.
I expect a lot more, too, because it's like, this, I expect a lot from guys with, like, a lot of YouTube videos, because it's like, they have more experience talking about their points, they have a channel. It's not as unnatural for them to expose their view versus somebody who, just kind of does nothing. But, because, all it did was just make him... all it did was just make him more stubborn. That's it. It didn't make none of his points, there weren't any points. That wasn't infuriating thing. There wasn't even, a point to dissect. We didn't even get to any of his arguments, from what I heard. It was just disagreeing over calling him a bitch. It's like he's talking about, I want to argue. Oh, by the way, you called me a bitch enough. What happened to debating? What happened to that?
Sorry, can't do it. I like how they post this treatise on debating about debates being rigorous. The thing we posted in our forum about debating. Sorry if the debates, are too rigorous for our opponents. They often tap out, and they're making these criticisms against feminists. But this is the exact same behavior. I mean, how can you tell this guy from a feminist? He's complaining about the exact same things. This is why we can't debate with feminists, because they always say, if you call me a name or if you use any hate speech, well, they can arbitrarily deem anything as hate speech. So how can we even have a debate? If we say we're against feminism, that's automatically hate speech, then we can't have the debate. I mean, it's the same type of childish reasoning this guy's employing. Oh, you called me a name. We can't have the debate. I'm not a bitch. I'm not a coward. As if you can't call the sky blue. If he's a coward and I'm describing what his cowardly behavior is, I'm no longer allowed to simplify and just say you're a coward. I have to keep repeating this long and drawn-out explanation? I mean, the guy's an absurd child.
Even if we ignored that, he's childish because it's like he's criticizing you for talking and talking and talking, but he's not doing anything.
No, he's calling me sunshine. I guess that's part of his debate arsenal. Sunshine.
But here's the thing. Even if he thinks your view is stupid, even if it is stupid, even if it actually is a stupid view, at least you're putting it out there so that it can be criticized. He's not doing anything. He's just sitting there and complaining. It's like, why are you even debating? You're not bringing anything to the table.
Because he's a coward. He thought this was going to be an easy debate for him.
Retard, man. God.
I love the part where he said, bro, I'm the only one sitting here calm and laughing, and then 2 minutes later, motherfucker,
it's like,
you're making me rage. Like, how can you not see how childish and stupid that is? I mean,
I think he was getting up from his chair to cool off.
It was hilarious. He had to get up and cool off. I love that. He had to go meditate and come back. Oh, it was hilarious.
He got angry and answered your question. He's like, yes, fuckhead.
I like how he's so calm and screaming.
Hey, man, you call me, if you call me a bitch one more time, I'm leaving this hang up. And you're like, hey, little bitch. And then he just stayed.
Of course he stayed.
Of course
he stayed. He's like every MRA coward. They never keep their word. They're
I know. He's like a child when he's like, hey, if you do this, I'm going to run away.
Yeah, I'm going to run away and take my toys. Oh, meanwhile, I'm staying. Sorry.
Yeah. I don't want to go out and
This is his definition. Remember, this is his definition of social competence. He described himself as socially competent. This is his version of social competence.
Wait, he called himself socially competent after saying it was like a POA? What?
He says he's socially competent.
So he's a pickup artist.
No. Ugh. He said he's socially competent because I said we teach men social competence. He says, well, I consider myself socially competent. Right. This is his version of social competence.
DB, I don't think he said being socially competent made you a pickup artist. I think he said some other shit. Yeah. But either way, this guy's a fucking moron.
Any other arguments from any other rebuttals, any other observations, any other reactions? Zymox, Rabbit?
I just hope you remind him about Saturday, because I want to...
He's not going to come. He's a fucking coward. He agreed to debate us on Saturday, and of course he's going against his own word. What a little bitch. I made him promise because I knew... Look, the only reason I made him promise is I knew that fucking faggot would not show up after this one. So now it's out there. I promised to be there. Of course, he didn't keep his word at any time during this debate. You could see how careless and silly these MRAs are. Zymox, any reaction at all?
Well, I thought that if he would start to get frustrated and show his emotions, get really nervous. So I thought it's going to be interesting and entertaining. Because when somebody is showing emotions, it has to be entertaining. But yeah, it was boring because there really no he didn't say any points.
Like your voice tone. Very boring, right? No person in your voice tone. Exactly like that, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Rabbit. Rabbit, are you there? Over.
Oh, fuck. Did I lag?
Go ahead.
You heard anything what I said?
No, you lag. Go ahead.
Oh, I didn't see the chat, but I thought it was interesting that he came to debate and he didn't even know about what you were teaching here. So I was like, what is he going to debate? I don't know. That is so stupid. Because he hadn't read the ebook, and so I was like, okay, so you're going to talk about something you don't know shit about? Okay.
Look, every time we drop challenges or other people drop challenges, challenging the MRAs to debates, and I hear on the grapevine these people have declined the debate or deleted posts, and then I see for myself all the deleted posts, deleted responses. I know these guys are cowards, so I challenge them to a debate. Of course, nobody shows up. Finally, this guy sees it, and he says, debate. I can't wait to get over there. I'm a brave guy. This guy is way over his head. Way over his head. And this is, again, the editor-in-chief of A Voice for Men.
Yeah, he acted like a clown, actually. Many of the students I see that you, correct, they started acting like a clown.
He's lecturing.
And he started acting like a clown, too, with his emotional and started burping, and,
Well, he's trying to teach me how to be an adult by burping.
He's going to rage quit.
He's trying to give it lessons on being an adult by burping, calling people sunshine. Hey, Sunshine. That's on Adult Talks.
I thought it was hilarious after he gets like a verbal thrash and he says, "I believe I'm your intellectual superior." What? And that's a stretch. I mean, like, I thought that was a stretch even for him.
That was a big stretch. Well, I would like to say this was an entertaining debate, but it was so grueling and so monumentally stupid because my opponent had the IQ of a doorknob. I apologize to the audience that had to endure this debate, that has to listen to this debate. Thank you, students, for another, I would say wonderful, but it was a tragic debate. Another tragic debate. Exactly what we would expect for MRA cowards. This is exactly the level of debate you can expect from these phony, piece of shit, hypocritical cowards.
I want to add something. If those are the MRA figures, their whole movement is in big fucking trouble. That's it.
Thank you, guys.